Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? Happy Monday morning. Monday morning, we are here for New York Session Open. Jose, what's going on, brother? In profit from that trade from last night and still holding it. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get on here a little bit early, because we're going to see what goes on here in this new 4-hour candle that we're about to get. Pretty excited to see what happens here. So if we look at this chart, on the hour we broke down into it. On the 4-hour, it's coming to the EMA ribbon. However, big fair value gap formed. And on the one day, this thing looks like it is just going to drop. On the one day, that wick went all the way up here. We wicked from open. We held 24 pips drawdown. We were roughly 8 pips away from stop loss, and it came and dropped right back down into profit for almost 20 pips earlier. So we were in profit about 20 pips there. I think we're going to get this move toward the downside still. I think we're still moving down, which is why I haven't gotten out of it. But on this day chart, by the end of today, I have a feeling we're going to retrace down to at least TP3 here. So that's why we're holding. If anyone has questions on that, feel free to let me know. But good morning, everybody. I hope you guys had a good night. Good night's sleep, at least. Make sure you guys like the stream, please. I appreciate it. But let's watch this hour here. I'd like to see this thing drive down. Looks like that's what we're getting. But yeah, this is a key level right here. If we could, we've already broken through it to get to TP1. Let me re-add that too. I re-add TP1 on there just so we know when we cross it again. I knew there were 2 on there. Adele, what's going on, brother? Good morning, Adele. There's the good move back down here. That's the move we want to see. I'd like to see it fully retrace that wick, come back down to TP1 again. Almost to TP2. Nice. Good move. Good move. We can tighten up the stop loss too if we wanted. David, what's going on? How are you? Good morning. I think Euro JPY is my favorite trade to my favorite chart to trade. TP1 smacked again, baby. I'm going to close one position there. One of four. I have 4 positions open. Closing one of 4 positions there. There's $1,600. Since there's 4 take profits, I opened 4 positions. 4 25 lot positions for a total of 100 lots. Send that out. I'd like to see another 20 to 40 pips out of this. And if USD JPY is buying again, USD JPY did nothing last night, by the way, guys. This was the drop off, and then it just consolidated slowly back up. Brutal. USD CHF. This was where we were going to get in yesterday. Now it looks like you might be able to get in. Here's your bull flag here, guys. There you go. Actually, let me reset that. Here's your bull flag now. You've broken above it. That's what we could see. And it's nice marking up the charts for the week on Sunday and then watching them matriculate throughout the week is really cool because it gives you the ability to actually really see how the markets move throughout the week. So everything that we marked up yesterday, there you go. GA moved. AUD JPY ended up breaking right through the zone. It did not reject. GBP AUD broke down pretty good. GBP AUD, see, so it touched, it retested, it came back down. It went for 40 something pips. GN is still hanging out right there, so I'm glad we didn't touch it. Euro USD is the only one other than GA. So GA and Euro USD are the only ones that went. We chose Euro USD, so that works. Big fan of this chart. That day, the day is the deal breaker for me. Look at that wick off the EMA, guys. I think we could hold this one for a week and be okay. If we could see, I'd love to see the bottom for 87 pips here. Would absolutely love to. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we just want to make sure we stay below this fair value gap. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Sorry. My bad, my bad. Again, this is on the day chart. Yeah, we can see this go to retest the bottom of this EMA for another 26 to possibly 47 pips. That would be solid. But we're getting good movement on this new hour. What did we end up holding last night? 25 or 14 in profit. Almost went for 20. Who else is in this trade? You guys still in this one? 75 bucks on the small account. That ain't bad. We got 20 minutes until U.S. market open. Nice, David. Good stuff. Mm-hmm. 20 minutes until U.S. market open, New York session, where obviously most of the volume flows in. And out of all the charts right now, Euro AUD is the only other chart that's got more volume. Other than that, Euro JPY is at the top, which is why we like it the most. You can watch this on the 15-minute here. About to get a new 15-minute candle. Really nice rejection of that fair value gap. Would like to see a continuation here. The only thing we could have done different, and obviously we're in profit so it doesn't matter. The only thing we could have done differently was wait until it got to this zone yesterday. So we entered here, right, after the rejection of the previous high. Let's see here. Yeah, we broke below Asian session low. Asian and New York. Only thing we could have done differently was wait until this top right here. And once we saw like that wick right there, or break back below this, we could have entered. But you're talking about like a 10 pip difference. At that point, I'm not really too concerned at getting that accurate. Obviously, I'd like to be, but we have the direction and the trade correct. Blow my nose real quick. All right, here's our new 15-minute candle. Great close there. 15 minutes until New York session opened. Good movement. Really nice movement. There we go. Five rejected the EMA nicely too. Really good 5-minute rejection there. If you're just joining, welcome guys. We are short on Euro JPY. We have already hit take profit 1. There we go. Good move. Back up to 6,000 in profit. Kermit, what's up, man? How are you? Welcome, Kermit. Good to see you. No, I left it just because we're on it right now. Like we're physically watching it. So if anything happens, I'll just get out. But if you are away from your computer, you could A, move your stop losses to break even, or you could B, just put it at the top of this, which would be, it would save you 8 pips. You can drop your stop loss 8 pips if you want to 185,875. 185,874. Just because we're watching it, I don't need to physically tighten it. You know what I mean? Plus, I want to be fully transparent. And if I tighten it and then send an image out with a tightened stop loss, it just doesn't look right. So I try to keep the chart the same unless I specifically send a message out to everybody, hey, I'm moving that stop loss. Try to be as transparent as possible, you know? Almost at $100 in profit on the small account here. What do we got? 7 minutes until the market opens. Tell you what, that other chart though, what was it? USD CHF. That one looks like it's getting ready to go. I'm going to move that up to the top here. Because if we end up closing Euro JPY, we may be able to get in USD CHF as a buy. We'll see. Have we found the low, or is this just a small retracement? There we go. Keep pushing. Still consolidating below the fair value gap on the 15 here. And we had a good rejection of it up here, so I'm really not too worried. If we break back up into this zone, I won't be the happiest about it. But let's see what happens here. The fun part's going to come in 4 or 5 minutes when we get into this New York session. Because I think the dollar's going to move up. I don't know how much more room it has to move up, but it's got some room. Just like this chart better. Much better. If you're just joining us, guys, welcome. We are in shorts on Euro JPY. Euro JPY shorts. Here we go. Let's close red. Close red at least for us. Alright, our new 15-minute is moving toward the downside, which is a good sign. And we've already banked a little over 1,200 bucks already. Alright. Let's see what our opening candle. Let's take a look at NQ and see what the opening candle on NQ is doing. Should have had this marked up from the other day. So NQ looks like it is going to break as a break and retest toward the downside, in my opinion. So let's draw it out. I know we mostly trade Forex, but everything kind of does correlate. Kind of tough to do that one. So we'll go there and there. If this breaks, you're looking at your next move to be down here on NQ, which would be a roughly 2% move. That's a $760 move. Be a big move. S&P 500 is up today. Up from previous. Yeah, nice market open. Candle there. Nice move to the upside here. Looks like S&P 500 may come up and retest our 7,600 area. Could get a $90 move on the S&P today. It's certainly possible. You gotta tell me how they still have the day as a buy. Look at this day chart. That thing absolutely wicked down. So you have to, it's called something different on ours. I think it's NAS 100 or, let me check, hold on. You can do NAS USD. NAS USD would be the NASDAQ to the US dollar. You could trade that. And that is just ripping right now. Yeah, that's the same chart. The 28.6, and we were looking at oh, excuse me. Oh, look at that move, baby. Let's go. Euro JPY. But yeah, NAS USD is ripping. I could see that going up to 29.6, 29.4. If you look at SPY, SPX, USD, you can trade US 30. US 30 took an absolute nosedive just now. You can trade the 225 JPY. You can trade a lot of things on this. They're just called something different. There we go. Good move. We are right now. We are 20, almost 20 pips in profit. Yeah, there you go. 20 pips in profit. Nice move. There we go, baby. Euro JPY sells, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's head toward TP2. One hour broke the low of the previous 1 hour candle. On the 4 hour, we broke the low of the previous 4 hour candle. And on the day chart, we are coming down to test this EMA ribbon way down here at 185,200. So it looks like this chart is working out in our favor. There you go. Nice, David. Good stuff. You already got out? In and out? Good stuff there. Nice. Yeah, it's dropping. It's going the way we want it to. If we get to 2, I'll be happy. I'll close 2 more positions and leave 1 runner. Maybe close 1 more position, leave 2 runners. We'll see. driving. It's driving. Let's get to TP2. We are roughly 22 pips in profit. With a new 15-minute candle about to hit. Nice. Hold that fair value gap on the 15 there. Let's go, Jose. Let's get it. You in this, Jose? Nice. There you go. Good stuff, Jose. Let's see the 5-minute. Yeah, 5-minute retested. This thing's going. Bring us to the promised land. Let's see, we already closed for 1.7K is what we closed for already today. And we're up another, yeah, so that'd be 11,000 if we close it all out right now. Come on, push it red, baby. I'm telling you, this day chart is the most beautiful looking thing I've seen. Come on, baby. You guys can move stop losses to break even if you want. This will be a risk-free trade. I don't really see it coming back up that high. And if it does, we'd want to get out. Yep. I'll send that out. Taruku man, what's up, man? What's going on? How are you? Andrew, what's up, man? You longed GCAD? Nice, there you go. From down here, nice. That's a good move there. We're still holding Euro JPY from last night. And it's moving. It is moving. All the Canadian news was terrible, so that makes sense that the GBP CAD one went up. All the red folder Canadian news was not good for Canada. Yeah, we looked at NQ earlier, like 30 minutes ago we were looking at it. It could retrace back this way, but it looks to me as if it's going to break out of this zone We'll see if it breaks through this zone. You could be looking up toward the this area right here. Possibly our next zone being $276 move all the way up to a $562 move. Yeah. It's a good way to do it, man. It's a good way to do it. Digi World, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you again. Welcome, welcome. This is not the chart that we're in. This is the one we're in. Nice. Yeah, you closed USD CAD. Yeah, there was terrible news for the Canadian dollar today, so that tracks. Nice. Been trading options. Good for you. We're about to get a new hour candle here. You added a zero. Oh man. Well, hopefully it works in your favor. Hopefully it works in your favor, my man. Euro USD ended up working out last night too. Yeah, there you go. I may look at getting in this Euro USD trade. Would not be a bad trade to get into. I think we're going to close in full here on Euro JPY. We'll see here. Just a second. Because here's our new hour. I don't like the long wicks. But I think we will retrace it. I do think we'll get retraced. It's not the one I meant to open. Yeah, I'm closing this in full, guys. Boom, closed in full. Let's go. I closed in full, and we're going to look at Euro USD. I think we're going to sell Euro USD, guys. I'm going to send this out. Let me go to VIP signals, reply. Yeah, we're going to sell Euro USD, guys. It could. Yeah, it could. Even if it does, though, it's 9 pips. I don't know. The 4-hour looks pretty good. The day looks so solid. Yeah, I'm selling this thing. Look at that day chart. Send this out. me get in it here. All right, let's get this sent out here. Our stop loss is going to be 1.14498. Our take profit is going to be take profit 1 is not valid there. We're going to drop that thing down. Give us at least some, yeah, there you go. 1.14017. 1.14017. 1.13917. 1.13779. And then the final TP is going to be 1.13615. All right, there's your new trade, guys. It's out. We in it. There we go. Let's go, Jose. Let's get it. Have a good one, Jose. Have a good day at work. I like this chart a lot. I liked it since last night. Look at that day. Oh my gosh. What a rejection of the EMA. Maybe we're going to come down to at least 3. Anyone else getting in this one? I sent it out to the entire Discord. And move this down a little bit. Where did I get in at? 139. That's where I got in at. All right. Nice. Let's go. Good move. Great move there. A strong sell on almost everything. Yeah, this aligns perfectly with our strategy too. Nice move. Let's keep us green, baby. Keep us green. These New York sessions don't move as quickly. Just got to get in on the futures to do that. We may start trading futures on the New York session. We'll see. Give me a sec, guys. I gotta use the restroom. All right, we back. We back. All right. Are we holding a pip? $3.9. All right. A little bit of drawdown here. Well, 3 pips. Not really a little. Oops. A very tiny bit. Yeah, this thing's gonna push back down. We're like 40 minutes into open. W. Yeah, let's come back down. Nice wick down. Flip red. Yeah, let's see this thing move down. Here we go. Let's get some green out of this bad boy. Come on, baby. Let's get some nice green. $15 reject the EMA. Yep, it did. That fair value gap. You got 3 fair value gaps. Confirmed downtrend. Lower lows. Higher, lower highs. We broke below. Yep, and we retested and broke below AM, last week's AM and this week's Asian session low. We broke this week's Asian session low, so this should continue to move toward the downside here with no problems. Already in profit on the other account, which is good. Push, baby. We'll get a new 15-minute in 7 minutes here. know what they say, slow and steady wins the race. Certainly was the case for last night's trade. Closed out for a good amount this morning on last night's trade. Let's take a look how much. 7.1K. Yeah, 7.1K. All right, we're moving here. We're moving into green area. What's NQ doing? NQ with the rejection like we talked about. The break and retest. I'd short NQ down to 28.5. Could certainly do that. Alright, let's see what we got. Just got a new 5-minute. We'll watch the one. Watch the one for fun. See if we break up into this at all. Yeah, this would be our micro, extremely micro resistance right here. Let's look at it on the 15. It may come up to test, but we'll see. I'll probably enter another position if it comes up to retest. Nice move down. There we go. Good 15-minute candle. There we go. Nice move. Really good 15-minute candle there. Exactly what we expected. 1 minute must have taken a nosedive as well. Excuse me. Nice green, baby. Let's go. Keep moving green. That's the hour candle we wanted to see. That is the hour candle we wanted to see. Nice. Boom, boom. Yeah, the break below the Asian session low is the key on these New York session trades. When we're watching it from Asian session into through London into New York, once we get that rejection of all the previous zones from last week or the previous highs from last week and a break below this week's London and Asian, it's good to go. Push, baby. Nice 5-minute price action rejection there off the EMA ribbon. Keep it pushing. Nice. FEG created. Keep it pushing. There we go. Break the lows. Let's break the lows. Break the 5-minute lows. There we go. Nice. Good move. Good move. Up another 1,300, boys. She's pushing. She's pushing. Set hour can. It's a good move. Let's get up to 2K. And again, we talked about even if it is an uptrend or a trend line, it's going to come down and touch TP1 at minimum. I don't think it is. I think we're on a high time frame break and retest, with this being our target. That's what it looks like to me. High time frame break and retest. Break of the Asian session lows. Break and retest of the Asian and London session lows. Good movement here. Really nice movement. Really good price action on this sell here. Yeah, we broke structure. We're coming down. 1,800 up. Maybe we made 7.1K this morning already on our first trade. There we go. Good move. Really nice move. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Adele, you still in here, brother? There we go. That was $4,000. 11,000 on the morning. $5.9 pips in profit. Hovering right around that $4,000 mark here. You can move your stop losses to London kill zone if you wanted. Certainly could. Still hovering right around that $4,000 mark. There we go. Let's push the TP1, baby. Let's get that push. Push to 5. Push to 5 grand. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, that's like 12 grand live on stream this morning. All right, guys, I have to meet with a client here in 10 minutes, so I'm going to hop off. Make sure you keep your eye on this. I'll still keep you guys updated, obviously. Great stream this morning. A little over 12 grand between the trade from last night that we closed this morning and the new trade we opened this morning. So, fantastic morning. Great way to start the week. I'll keep you guys updated on this trade. Keep an eye on it. But I got to meet with a client here in the next 10 minutes. So, enjoy the rest of your day. Keep an eye on this chart, and I appreciate you guys showing up, everybody who always does. We'll see you tonight for Asian session trading. Let's go, guys, and we'll end this how we always do. Let's go. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.